Hey guys, Todd here. Today we're going to install the Oracle flush mount LED taillights on the 2015 to 2020 Ford F-150. Now make sure you're subscribed to our channel to stay up to date with our latest content. Let's go ahead and get started. The tools I'll be using for this installation are a Phillips head screwdriver, an 8mm ratcheting wrench, a driver with a 7mm socket, and a T20 Torx bit. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, now the first thing we want to do is remove the factory taillight. Now this is the LED taillight. Removes the exact same way as the halogen taillights. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. We're going to come around to the other side here where we've got two 8mm bolts. Those need to come out. Now, if you've got a tailgate, you want to lower the tailgate before you do this. We've got a commercial cap, so they're exposed. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, once we got both of those bolts pulled out, what we're going to do is loosen it up, and wiggle it out, pull straight back. All right, so basically what we're doing is we're freeing up where it plugs into these holes here. Next, what we're going to do is disconnect our lamp, and the way we're going to do that is squeeze on this lever up top and then just pull straight out. Now, if you've got a halogen, you're going to have two that need to pull out. Next, we're going to go ahead and pull this over to our workbench and remove some of the components. All right, now what we're going to do is go ahead and remove our bliss indicator. So this is our radar that is going to let us know if there's something in the blind spot. This is going to port right over to our new product. So what we're going to do is take a 7mm driver and undo this. Just pull the factory hardware out, set it to the side. We will not be reusing that. All right, now we can go ahead and pull our module out. Right, when we lift it out, we're going to notice back here we've got another connector. What we're going to do is disconnect this, push in on that, and pop that right out, just like so. Next, what we're going to see is we've got two more bolts that are going through here. We need to pull those out using a T20. So I'll swap my driver out. All right, now what we're going to do is take our module and flip it over. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get the screws started into this module. You do have to kind of cut the threads into it. So as soon as I feel that screw coming through, I'm going to stop. All right, now we can go ahead and line it up to the new holes, and we're going to drive it through and allow it to cut its own threads into the plastic. All right, now while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and call your attention to some of this stuff. So this right here is a plug that we would be using a resistor to plug in there. This is only going to be going on if you're replacing halogen taillights. This is LED taillights, so we're not going to use resistor. I'm going to set that to the side. Also, if you're replacing halogen, you would be connecting to this adapter, and then these would be connecting to your halogen outputs from the truck. But we're not going to be using that stuff, so don't worry about that. What we will be doing is take this connector and attach it to our bliss. And make sure it pushes all the way down and clicks into place. All right, now what we can do is go ahead and take our new housing and take it back over to the truck. Okay, now before I install our new tail light, I want to go ahead and turn your attention to this resistor. If you are replacing halogen taillights, you'll be using a resistor. We already talked about that, but I've got it assembled to the bracket. So we've got a couple of bolts and nuts that are holding that to the bracket. We've also got a couple of clips on here. So the resistor is to the inside angle of the bracket, and these are to the outside of the bracket. So what we would be doing if we were installing this is this would go to the inside of this opening and then clip here. That way the resistor is not protruding into the area that the taillight is going to be installing. We're not going to be installing that because we're replacing LED taillights. So let's go ahead and connect to our factory harness. Push that in until it snaps. Then what I like to do is route my harness up inside. I got this piece of the harness. I'm just going to shove that all up into this opening here. And next what we're going to be doing is lining up this locator pin to this hole and these two locator pins to these two factory holes here. Now it's easiest to get this one lined up first, and you can kind of see these from the outside and then just line them right up. All right, once you got everything lined up, just push it in, let it snap in place. Then we can go ahead and reinstall the factory hardware. Now this is going to cut new threads into the holes that are in the housing. Let's go ahead and put that into place. All right, and using that 8mm, again, we can go ahead and tighten them down. All right, now just repeat the exact same process on the opposite side. Well, it's just that simple, and that concludes the installation. If you found this video helpful, make sure and give us a thumbs up. If you want to know more about the product, check the link in the description below. And as always, if you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online.